first tried to greet him, he ignored my dad.
Fuck no,
and
man. I ain't trying to get corona out here. Hey guys, welcome back for another video, man. Thank you for tuning in for tonight's episode. Thank you for even watching this and clicking this, man. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys already know. So today's a sad day, guys. Man, it just pains me to say this, but this is the series finale. This is part 7. Thank you guys. I appreciate you, man. I remember when I started this series like a long time ago. I was even in a different state, honestly, when I started this series. Even little accomplishments like that, you know, you gotta celebrate because we have came a long way since that, man. The edits have been better, no lie, man. You already know. This is the best series that I've done and that I've watched based on these horror stories, because I've seen crappy horror stories and you guys already know, man. You guys seen it before too. Even off rip, man, the guy from BJ's or Sam's Club was trying to finesse, man. Homegirl's parents too, man. They weren't even her real parents. We also got the whole Pablo coming back to get his loot, man. You know, he never found it, so he tried to kill a bunch of kids too. It's crazy, man. We've been through so many good times with this series, man. It's crazy. I'm honestly miss it a lot. Like off rip too. This was a banger, bro. It was a banger. But yeah, guys, enough with that before I'm about to tear up. You guys already know, man. Since this is the final episode, man, you already know we gotta go out with a bang, man. Let's get started on this video, man. The haunted soccer field.
This is a story when I was just 6 years old that I never ever forget. When I was a little boy, I lived in a big house that had a little chicken coop.
Y'all are rich,
Behind my
man.
house,
Y'all stay having big houses.
You could spot a soccer field, even from far away, because it's uphill. One day, two of my cousins, sister, and I decided to go uphill and play on that soccer field. We were going up innocently without knowing what was going to happen.
You tripped and rolled over?
As we arrived on top, we were surprised because there were many people around there. And it was just like this festival kind of situation.
How y'all gonna walk right in the middle of a game, bro?
It was very crowded and loud, but there was enough space to walk comfortably.
The disrespect.
The four of us got a little bit sad.
For what?
We couldn't play soccer. There was nothing else to do. So we decided just to take a walk and followed the pathway that headed on top. As we went further up, a dead end was what was waiting for us. We then decided to go back because there was nowhere to go. But as soon as we turned around and stepped down, we noticed that the crowded loud sound, the people at the ground, were gone. Completely.
Wow.
I got scared and shocked. The people vanished in an instant.
Shit, they probably had to go watch the World Cup.
My cousins and my sister were as shocked and scared as me. We just started to scream and ran away quickly. I started late on running away, but I soon caught up with them, passing one of my cousins.
That would just put his head down.
But as I was running away, I could feel someone grab one of my legs all of a sudden.
Oh!
It made me fall down hard.
Face plant.
My face hit on the ground and my nose was bleeding. I cried so much that time, but my cousins and my sister helped me get up and we ran as fast as we could.
I know that hurt, man.
When we got home, we got yelled at by my mom, and she asked my sister how come I got injured the way I did and sprained my ankle badly.
Damn.
It was red and swollen.
That boy got crushed.
My face got a bit of scratches, and my lips and nose were all bleeding. Later, after that day, my sister told the whole story about that mysterious vanishing to my mother. And then she changed her face, looking a little bit uncomfortable. That field up the hill is a graveyard. And we were all shocked by knowing the truth. So the people we saw up there were dead people. But still, thinking about it again, how can you explain my accident? I thought it was one of my cousins
graveyard,
who caught
where
my
the grave's
ankle,
at?
but, you know, running away and trying to grab someone's ankle is impossible. Maybe it was a warning for me not to go to that field ever again. In any case, I still remember that
it's because you was being disrespectful and, you know, interrupting their games. A true scary safari tour story.
It was a beautiful day in August. My family and I had just finished packing for our trip. We were bored and hadn't planned to do anything because our trip was in a couple of days. So we all decided to go to the safari zoo place because it was only an hour drive and a great way to kill time. When we got there and we noticed that there were a bunch of people at the zoo.
Let me guess, more ghosts?
My family could get impatient of this, so we asked the receptionist if there was anything we could do that wasn't too busy. Lucky for us,
He's trying to finesse
there were
that
private
fast pass.
tours. They were a bit expensive, but the lady assured us that the tour guides were highly educated and great at their job. We were given animal food and introduced to our private tour guide. When we first saw our tour guide, we noticed he was a little off. He had a weird
He's
lisp,
cross-eyed, man.
didn't speak very much English, and had a really bad lazy eye. When my dad first tried to greet him, he ignored my dad.
Fuck no,
and gestured us to
I
one
ain't
of the
trying to get
safari
corona out
minivans.
here.
We were a little taken
Gotta be
aback,
fucked
but
up,
didn't
man.
think anything of it. Once we got into the van, we noticed that there was a bad smell and a bunch of animal food on the floor.
Damn.
He started
boy eat
driving
them
before we
elephants.
could get our seatbelts on. We first passed by lions and hyenas. It was all really cool. There were also a bunch of vans and tour buses behind and in front of us that were taking all the attention of the animals. Out of the blue, the tour guide turned onto a trail that no other
Detour?
buses or vans were going on. My dad got a little suspicious and asked the tour guide where we were going. The
guys are
tour
getting
guide
fed to
replied
the
with
lions.
elephants, shortly because once again he didn't know English very well. Well, we really wanted to see the elephants at that time, so we all got excited. After a good 10 minutes of driving, we noticed that we had seen no animals and no other tour guides, just a never-ending forest. My mom, who has paranoia, was getting worried and repeatedly asked the tour guide where he was going. But then, he never answered. All of the sudden, he stopped the car and said he had to get something
Damn,
from
they
the
got
back of his
finesse
car.
too. They paid extra for those
My dad
tickets.
was getting red flags and watched him from
red
the rearview mirror.
flag. Yo, help.
And then, my dad hopped into the driver's seat, locked all the doors immediately, and pressed the accelerator to the floor.
That's the wrong one.
With a fearful face that I've never seen before like that.
That ain't no
We were
accelerator.
all
If you know how to
slammed into
drive,
the backs of
you
our
know which one the
seats.
accelerator is.
"What's going on?" my mom yelled. "I saw him holding an axe," my dad yelled back. We made it back to
Damn.
the safari and to the receptionist. We explained the whole situation and she called the police. They had a long search and finally he got caught after a few hours.
He
We got a
looks
full refund and
messed
later
up,
found
man.
out that our tour guide didn't even work at the safari but used a fake ID.
Yo,
And had history linked with
his
murder,
finesse.
kidnapping, and other crimes we won't mention. We also found out the reason that the car smelled so bad was because the tour guide admitted to killing multiple safari animals and taking them home.
Damn.
To this day, I still wonder what would have happened if my dad didn't look in the rearview mirror when the tour guide stopped the car.
That's crazy. Alright guys, we're gonna stop it right there, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. You guys already know, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for showing much love to the last video too. This isn't it, you know, like this is just it of the series. I'm definitely gonna be finding more horror stories, whether it's animated or it's real life, man. You guys know I got you, man. You guys know I got you. This is goodbye with this series. I'm definitely gonna go back and check it out soon and rewatch some of the episodes because this is honestly one of the best series that, or one of the, you know, best horror stories that I've ever even heard, you know. Honestly, I've grown to like them a lot, you know, not only because obviously they're scary, but, you know, who am I kidding, man? They're scary, you know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm definitely going to be finding more, though. And who knows? We may come across better stories than what we already saw. Yeah, guys. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in again. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. And I'm